So hey guys, welcome to part 2 of question and answer. I know it's a bit, I did say that I do these weekly and I've been slacking a bit on these, but I've been a little bit busy and I only do them when I can do them. Before we move on to the questions that have been asked on Instagram, Twitter this week, I thought I'd just generally cover over a few things. Some of you don't probably understand what I'm about. I'd just like to say that when you ask for, house tours and what watch collection you have, etc., there's a big divide between your private life and the business side of things. Now, that's private life, and I've got to keep those two things very separate. People say, like, why haven't you got pictures up with, your family or your loved ones? It's because that's private. That's not for you guys to see. I show you what I want you to see. And if you're not happy with that, then so be it. But as long as our relationship, what we have is cars. You can connect through to me via cars, and that is it. There's no other routes that we can take. Any interest. This is what I want to show you. This is what I'm about. It's my vehicles and my cars. There is more to me, but that is not for you to see. That's for my private life, and that's for me to enjoy. But as for the cars and whatnot, that's for you to enjoy, and this is why I created this channel, is for the car lovers, the car enthusiasts out there to enjoy these vehicles, as well as myself. And you've got to understand that this is a business. We have this, car collection, one of the best, I'd say, in the country. As far as I can, a modern day collection, I would say. And there's no point tucking these away, hiding them away, without sharing them with all the other car enthusiasts. I'm not the sort of person that would polish up a car, put it away in the garage, and let it just sit there and it's just for me to see. No, that's not what I'm about. What I'm about is sharing my love for vehicles, cars, whether it be motorbikes, jet skis, yachts, the lot, with you guys as well. So this is why I created this channel, to do these car reviews, to connect to you guys, and just basically enjoy what all these automotive design companies and manufacturers have presented us with. So yeah, my private life and my automotive life, my business life, is the two different different worlds, and the only one that I want you to be concerned of, if you have any questions to be asked, are the car side of things. I don't want no personal questions, and that's it. Any questions about myself, that's fine, but nothing like how many, what did your sister do, what did your mum do, how big's your house, how many bathrooms have you got, do you really want to go have a poo in my house? Like, I've got 7 bathrooms. There you go, I've answered your question. I've got a bathroom for every day of the week. You can have a poo in every day, but it's not. It doesn't. It's not for you to know how many bathrooms I've got. I mean, what difference does it make to you? It's like, you can ask car questions and they sound sensible, but when you start asking me how many bathrooms you've got, what colour your carpet is, what colour is your kitchen worktop, like, why ask those questions? They're just so stupid, But I do appreciate all your questions, don't get me wrong, but when they're sensible questions, automotive questions, because they're the ones that I'm happy to answer, not the other ones. So sorry if you feel as if I was ranting on a bit, but these things need to be outlined, because the message doesn't seem to come across to some people. But apologies if I've offended anyone. They're just my views. I just wanted to make things a little bit clear. So we're going to start with the question and answer. First of all, we're going to go on to Instagram. I asked last time, I missed out my Instagram questions, so this time round I asked my Instagram followers, and some of them did come up with some interesting questions. To start off with, bear with me on this, if I do pause occasionally, it's just because I'm looking through the comments and selecting a few. So A Nama 786 has asked, what other cars are you going to get? Are you going to get any more Bulls? Well, this year we've got 2 Lamborghini Aventador Roadsters coming. We've got a Huracan coming. maybe this year, maybe the next year, depending on when Lamborghini can supply us a car. We've got another white G63 AMG coming through, and they're the confirmed cars for now. I've also got another Range Rover Vogue autobiography coming. That's for my mum though, but that's not going to be a pet. That's just a personal vehicle. But as far as I know, yeah, I think that's it now. We'll probably buy as we go along now, but they're the confirmed brand new orders. So there you go. We've got 2 or 3 maybe new balls coming. So look forward to them. Okay, someone, what's his name? Keeps it halal. Okay, he's asked, what happens to damaged cars or cars which need repairing? Do you sell them cars or do you use them again? Well, if a car's a write-off, then obviously it's got to go. But if it's got a little bit of damage to it, I mean, we send it into authorised repair centres, and the car comes out as new. The job's done right, and the cars are put back onto the road. I'll give you an example. For instance, if you used to hit a bollard or something and you've cracked your bumper, go out and buy a new bumper, put it on, and that's it. You don't change your cars because they've had a little bit of a bump. No. We ain't got money growing on trees here, mate. Okay, Sukhvinderd has asked, what's your insurance like? Do you have any no claims bonus? Well, this is the reason why I got insured on my Scirocco, on my name for the comp. The first year cost me £10,500 when I was 17. The second year, £7,500. I was 18, and now it's costing me just £3,500. But what you've got to bear in mind is that I'm building up my no claims bonus, and by me doing that, later on I will be saving, whilst people that haven't got their no claims bonuses will not. And because I want to be driving high performance cars, I need to be in something a little bit more high performance, so insurance companies can see that he's got experience driving these sort of cars, So 2 years no claims bonus. If all goes well this year, I'll have my third. Okay, what's Mark McMahon has asked, what has been your favourite car growing up? Well, I think the Ferrari 355 was I'd say the Ferrari 355 was one of my favourite cars growing up. My father actually owned one in 1998 or 99 or 2000, one of those years. Sorry, apologies, I can't remember. But it was when I was younger. He did buy one, and that was my father's first Ferrari, as well as it was the car that I dreamt of whilst growing up as well. So, Abud has asked, sorry if I haven't pronounced your names right, I'm just trying my best at this. Are you studying or have plans to go to university? Okay, well, I left school after my first year of A-levels, and I went to go pursue a career in aviation. I wanted to be a commercial pilot, and I went and did there's a school in Oxford called Oxford Aviation. I went and did an assessment, a 2-day assessment with them, which they assess, are you good enough to be a commercial pilot? And I passed that assessment. When I left, I came out of there, I wasn't too sure whether I wanted to be a pilot or not, and my father asked me, he said, are you sure you want to do this? And I was showing a bit of doubt, and he turned around and said, look, I think you should come and do business with me for some time, and get a gist of this side of things as well, and then it gives you time to make up your mind. So in effect, it was like taking out a gap year. So I worked with my father for 12 months plus actually, and I was pretty much ready to go now. In January, I was going to join Oxford. That's the aviation school. We're based at Oxford Airport, and I was going to do my ATPL integrated. But I was coming back from holiday in December, and I was speaking to a pilot on board, the plane, and there was actually 2 senior captains and 2 first officers on board, and they turned around and said that what are you doing? And I said I want to be a commercial pilot. They said, have you been to university? I said no, I'm 19. I've been working with my dad. I want to go to aviation now. And he turned around and he said, you're not going to get this time back in your life, and if you can and you have the resources there, to go to university, I suggest you actually do, because I had never had it in my mind that I was going to go to university. That was never in the equation, but it changed. It changed a few things when he really put that across to me. He said, you're never going to get this time back in your life. It's really for your personal development as well. So it's important to go. And so that's what I wanted to do then. I thought I'd take these, seeing that they're two senior captains and two first officers, and every single one of them has said the same thing. I should probably go to university. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm privately being educated for, doing my A level. So it's pretty much one-to-one kind of tuition. So there's no distractions in the classroom, etc. You can really get on with your work, focus, and hopefully I just want to get my A levels out of the way with, get some top grades, and hit university and study business management. So that's the aim. Yeah. Okay, on to the next one. Sorry about this, bear with me. Okay. What's your 3 favourite cars out of the lot? Asked by FJ_OX. My 3 favourite cars are the Mercedes G-Wagon, the Lamborghini Aventador, and the Ferrari 458 Spider, I would say. They're my 3 favourite cars. But it's very hard. If there was every car has its different purpose, The Aventador is probably not a practical everyday car. The Mercedes G-Wagon is just a big tank that I enjoy driving. But the Range Rover, on the other hand, has got the luxury stuff. So it's very difficult to choose. But like putting all the practicalities away and what makes me smile the most, the 458 Spider, the Lamborghini Aventador, and the Mercedes G-Wagon. Asked by Alice Mezz98. She's asked, what's your opinion on how Muslims are presented in the media? Okay, this is a little bit off topic, but not related to cars, but I thought it was important to answer these questions. I myself am a Muslim, and I think how they're portrayed on the news and how they're portrayed in the media is very wrong. People have a stereotype of us thinking that we just strap bombs to ourselves, go around killing people, blowing ourselves up. That is definitely not the case. Actually, it's actually we're peaceful people. The people that actually do that do not represent Islam, and they are not actually Muslim at all, because that's not what our religion teaches us. So if you do have that kind of conception on Muslims, I think that you should really pick up a book or maybe get to know some Muslims and actually speak to them and ask them, what does your religion teach you? Are these people right in what they do? They're definitely not right in what they do. Going into shopping malls and blowing yourself up, killing hundreds of innocent people is not right. So how we're portrayed in the news is not right at all. Okay, I'm not a big football fan, but I'll answer this by Chris DRP07. Are you a City or a United fan? I'd say Manchester United. Like I said, I'm not a big football fan, but when I was younger, a friend of my dad's gifted me a t-shirt from the whole squad, all signed, and from there onwards I pretty much supported, well, I say supported, it was, took interest in what Man United were getting up to, and to be honest, I only really followed them mostly when Cristiano Ronaldo was with them, because I actually enjoy watching individual players perform instead of watching a whole team. I normally follow the players instead of the team. But rugby is my sport. I like a bit of rugby. Okay. Okay. Another one asked by Snoopy Shakur is: have you ever been arrested for speeding or a car-related incident? No, I have never been arrested. I have got 3 points on my license for being on the mobile phone whilst driving a motor vehicle. And that was obviously in the news. You probably all know about that. Very silly. And yeah, I do not. You shouldn't be on your phone whilst driving. That is very dangerous. Asked by Karlin Petrov. He's asked, would you buy a P1 LaFerrari or a Porsche 918 Spider? And would you buy a Brabus G-Wagon? To be honest, actually, I think my new favourite hypercar is the LaFerrari and the P1. Whether I can buy one of them, probably not. Them LaFerraris are very hard to get hold of at the moment. But no, I'd say the Bugatti Veyron, a used Bugatti Veyron, is more in my kind of price budget. But again, I'm kind of put off the Veyron after hearing its running costs, etc. But who knows? You never know. We might be seeing a hypercar to Pep very soon anyway. But you got to stay tuned for that. Asked by Parmajit Basra, he's asked, why aren't there any BMWs in your collection? Well, there was a BMW in my collection. There was a BMW X6 in the collection, which I did a review on as well. However, that was involved in an accident, and the roof was chopped off the car. Yeah, so there's no more BMWs in the collection, but might add some in the future, or depending if BMW actually do come up with some decent models that I actually, like as well. You got to remember, I don't buy cars in terms of like, okay, I just buy what the customer demands. I actually buy cars that I actually enjoy, that I actually like. So every car that is here, except the Audi Q7, that's the one that I'm not really fussed on. Everything that I own here, when I say I, you've got to remember it's I, my father and I. So everything, I was brought up to know that what's my father's is mine. So yeah, I don't want any more of them questions. Is cars that I actually enjoy, I actually want, I actually dreamt of having. So yeah, I only buy cars that I want. What is the best gift you have ever bought for your mum and your dad for their birthday? Asked by Heart3N. Well, to be honest, what I think is the best present that I bought for my mum, or what me and my dad have bought for my mum, is the Porsche Cayenne Turbo S. That was back in 2006 for her birthday and anniversary, because my mum, and she's had that for a while now. She will never sell that because that's very sentimental to her. But this year, we've got a little surprise for her. We bought the autobiography Range Rover Vogue for her. The TDV8 version did go for the supercharged, and that's it. Yeah. Well, that's what I think has been her favourite present. But I don't know. I haven't asked her what has been her favourite birthday present really. And as for my dad doesn't really accept birthday presents. We normally go out for a nice meal or something, but he normally treats himself. Like, he bought the Lamborghini Aventador last year, so there we go. If you were to go to uni, what degree would you do? Afzil 1, I've said about the uni question before, but I'd be doing business management. When is Pet HQ finished? Asked by Bengali Brother. Pet HQ will be finished soon, inshallah. We're trying our best. We're trying to go 100 miles an hour. We're trying to get things done right, though. We don't want to make any mistakes. So, it's going to be something very, very special. And when it is finished, I'm going to invite a lot of you guys over anyway. A lot of my fans, a lot of car spotters, and we are going to have a good weekend. We're going to introduce you to all the cars. We're going to introduce you to the showroom, how operations are run, and then we're just going to take it to a whole new dimension and really, change the way the car hire industry works and really make the experience special for you guys. If you had the choice of keeping a Mercedes G63 AMG or Lamborghini Aventador, what would you keep? Asked by Sunny_SJ08. I would keep the Lamborghini Aventador, sell it, buy the Mercedes G-Wagon and buy another sports car. But I can't let go of my baby. The Mercedes G-Wagon is something special to me. It's rather cold here. Better appreciate what I'm doing for you guys here on a Sunday morning. Okay, who was your inspiration in life? It seems like it was your dad, but what about your mom? Any celebrities, etc.? Asked by N_X. My inspiration, my dad. I always look up to my dad and what he does. I have no celebrity role models. My only role model is my father and my mother. My mother, on how she looks after the family, how she handles situations and whatnot. She teaches me a different side of things, and my father, teaches me different things. I'd say my mum and dad are my inspiration and the people that I looked up to whilst I was younger. To be honest, they're the best. They're the best inspiration you can have. Asked by Josh Singh 1, do you have a Bugatti? I do not have a Bugatti yet. Syra Hussein has asked, how old were you when you were interested in cars? I actually can't remember. It was as soon as I could probably understand and walk. I was pretty much playing with cars anyway. So yeah, I'd probably say about 3-4 years old. As soon as I got to know what cars, probably even younger than that, 2 years old. But yeah, from a very young age. J.K. Stevenson has asked, what's your favourite muscle car and do you have any muscle cars? I do not have any muscle cars, and my favourite muscle car is a Shelby GT 500. That's the 1967 Eleanor, the same one that was gone in 60 seconds. That is a beautiful, beautiful muscle car. Okay, asked by Malaika XXX, do you want to take on your father's job? Well, by taking on my father's job, we pretty much do the same sort of job anyway. We work together, but yeah, he's the boss of Pet, and I'm his son, and I help him as much as I can with it, and that's it. It's our business, so I'd love to be something like my father anyway. Even if it would be half what my dad is, that would be perfect. When is the video about Pet and yourself coming out? Asked by RXEES Rick Geeks. I did say I was going to do a kind of, not so much a documentary, but like a little bit of a video to explain to you like my journey as I was growing up, you know, and how I've got to love cars, etc. But I think a lot of people took it the wrong way, as if I was something. I thought I was something special that I needed to do an interview or a little. I was mostly going to describe how my father actually came about doing this, but the reaction that I got, I just thought, you know what, these people do not appreciate it, so why give them something that that they don't appreciate. So at the moment that's on hold, but once you guys actually understand what I'm all about, then I will bring out this little kind of video about my upbringing, how I got to love cars, how my father got to the position he is at, and how everything is not just put on a plate for you, and it's not easy. You've got to work for things, you know. But maybe when Pet HQ is built, we'll take things from there. But as for now, I won't be doing that. Would you let someone sit? You know, it's questions like these that, you know. Okay, I'm gonna. Asked by Adam_Musa, he's asked, would you let me sit in your VW Scirocco or in the boot? In the boot? Why would you want to sit in the boot? I mean, by all means go ahead, but like, questions like that, they make me crack up big time. That's funny. Adam, you're funny. See, another question like this, _Nash has asked, can you do a house tour? No, I can't do a house tour because that's personal. If I wanted to show you my house, I would have showed you my house. If I wanted to show you, more side things of my, I keep my stuff very direct. I will say how it is and how I'm feeling. I'd rather be direct than indirect, you know. But I'm about my cars. I've said it before, I'm about my cars, I'm not about my house. But if you go on my Instagram, maybe you might get a glimpse of some of the things, but I wouldn't go personal into showing you my house and taking you through like who's involved in my family, etc. So they're very personal side of things, and I'm keeping them personal. Asked by Gucci Omar, if you had one car to give away, which one would you give? I wouldn't. Okay, asked by, I can't see his name here, UC_. He's asked, the first question he's actually asked two, so I'll answer them both. Are you going to buy a C63 AMG? Been there, done it, and no, I'm not going to buy any more. Will you be doing a review on the 458? Yes, I will be doing a review on the 458 Spider. Okay, any more questions? How many cars are on your fleet? Asked by _Rohale. I can't give you an exact number because I haven't actually sat down and tried counting, but there's over 30. Okay, if you had to just pick two cars from Pet, which two would they be, and why? What car is coming next to Pet? Asked by Lewis Matthews 14. The Mercedes G63 and the Lamborghini Aventador Roadster. And what car's coming next to Pet? The first one will be a 50th anniversary Lamborghini Aventador. That will should be coming in March, followed by more Lamborghinis and Mercedes G-Wagons, as I mentioned earlier. Okay. Okay, asked by Salboy01, what is your purpose in life? What's my purpose in life? My purpose, okay, I personally, my purpose in life would be to obviously, it's obviously more like this, you know, my purpose in life, I would say, is to bring to you guys, share the experience and the passion of cars, to give you as much access as possible to my vehicles and share them with you guys, as well as being a good human being, being polite to everybody, and being remembered as a guy that, you know, I want to walk into a room and walk out with nobody, saying bad things about me. Obviously, you know, it's very hard to do that. everyone's going to have an opinion of you, but I want to try minimising that as possible, giving people as less excuses as possible to say that I wasn't a good guy. I want to be remembered as a decent gentleman. Okay. Do you have any leather-bound books, and does your house smell like mahogany? Okay. How did, and I'm not even answering that one. Asked by Mars_K, how did Pet all start out? Pet started out in 2006 with one Rolls-Royce Phantom, and it went on ever since then. Are you buying another G63 AMG? Asked by Adam Shakil. Yes, I will be buying another G63 AMG in white with red leathers. If you were to sell your Scirocco, what will be your next car? I won't ever sell my Scirocco, but I think I'll just probably use the cars that I've got in the collection. There's no point buying, unless it's a car that's not in the fleet, Just got to shake your head at some of these questions, Sorry, like I said, you've got to bear with me on these because I've just got to select a few of these questions. Are you a student? Yes, I am. Asked by Opte_G. What other things do you enjoy or like, or hobbies? Asked by Dan Asley98. I enjoy taking pictures. I like photography. I like making videos. I like what else do I like? I like a lot of water sports. I like a lot of adrenaline fueled activities. But yeah, in terms of hobbies, I'd say they're pretty much my hobbies. Okay, can we have any more? Have we got any more? Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Asked by Michael Taylor_9. Well, you can't really predict where you're going to be, but where I'd like to see myself in 10 years' time is a fully qualified commercial pilot, and taking Pet to a whole new level and being a worldwide brand. Okay. How many GCSEs do you have? Asked by Lord Raza. I have 10 GCSEs. Yep. Why haven't you done a review on the Ferrari? Asked by Nadeem006. I will be doing one soon. Okay. Asked by Sufyan_12. Do you do any work for charity? This is a question I get asked a lot. A lot of people ask me, do you give to charity? Do you do X, Y, and Z for charity? I believe my charity should not be, shouldn't boast about it. I give X amount to charity and whatnot. That's something very personal. That's something that you should just do from your heart, and you should just give what you can. There's no need to go out there and show off and say, look, I've given £10,000 to charity. Applaud. Give me a round of applause. You should really just give with your right hand without your left hand knowing, as our religion would teach us as well. If you had to choose between a Ferrari and an Aventador, which would you choose and why? I would choose the Aventador because it's just an animal. Okay. Asked by Gorbs Singh. He's asked, what was the first supercar you had, and how did you feel on the first day? The feeling was absolutely immense. The first supercar I remember my family getting was a Ferrari 355, like I mentioned, and it was just absolutely fantastic. The feeling is just immense, What car would you like to buy in the future that's not already on your fleet and it's not a double? Asked by Jesh_V12. A hypercar, any kind of hypercar. Maybe a Pagani Huracan, a LaFerrari, a P1, or a Bugatti Veyron. Those are the goals. How much have you spent on your Scirocco in total, and is it your favourite car? Alberto Dominiguino. I've spent a fair bit on my Scirocco. I think I spent about £10,000 on my Scirocco, just under 10,000. That's to do the complete conversion or whatnot. It's my first car, so I'm very attached to it, and it is one of my favourites. Uh, what are you currently studying? Studying A levels. How much is your Scirocco insurance? Have you added it to the fleet insurance? No, it's not on the fleet insurance. It's on my own insurance, and I pay a fair bit for it. This year I'm paying $3,500. First year I paid $10,500, which is a bit stupid thinking about it now. How much are you going to buy the Huracan for? I don't know about the Huracan at the moment. I don't know what the prices are based on at the moment. So I think they're going to range between 180 and 190,000. But it'll be a good car. I went to go view it actually yesterday, and it was absolutely fantastic. What did you get for your GCSEs, and do you have any advice? By Slick Soldier. I got 2 A's, 5 B's, 3 C's, and advice I would give you is don't revise the night before. I did not work very hard at my GCSEs. I literally just worked the night before, or like a couple of days before, and I came out with them grades. But if I could do it all again, I'd work much harder and come out with some top grades, you know. So just focus and just listen to what your teachers have got to say, because you know they know more. Even if you think you know more, they know what they're on about. So just focus and work hard. Okay. A very nice question that was asked by NZSH_ is, if you want to live anywhere in the world, where would you move to? I've always loved, I mean, I go every year. My family are from, well, my mum's side of the family are from Pakistan, and I love Pakistan, absolutely adore it. It's absolutely one of the best countries in the world to live, in my opinion. And that's where I'll probably move to be honest. Or maybe I like LA. LA is pretty good. Dubai is nice as well. So yeah, there's a few locations. Am I engaged? No, I'm not. Is that why? No, I'm not engaged. Can you do a quick review on the Mercedes E-Class? Just a brief, quick one, asked by Zohaib. I will. Yeah, I'll do one for you. I'll do one of them soon for you, hopefully. How many Rolls Royces do you have? Asked by Sajid. 16, 15. Sajid. That includes Ghosts, Dropheads, Phantoms, Saloons, EWEs, the lot. You know, I haven't got a Wraith yet, but it should be coming soon as well. Okay. You should do something like a Draw My Life video, asked by Uzma_93. I can't draw very well, so you know, I won't be doing one of them. But I will be doing like a kind of a video about the years in my life, you know. What do you do in your spare time when you're not working? Spend some time with my family, and obviously, you know, take pictures of cars, because I like a lot of bit of photography as well, and you know, obviously connect with you guys over, you know, Instagram, Twitter, etc. So yeah, spend a bit of time with you guys, a bit with my family and stuff. So yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go over some extra, because I think it's just wasting too much time going through some of these. I've answered most of them. We're going to, I'm just going to go over some general questions people have asked. Are these your cars? Well, obviously they're my cars. When I say my, obviously my family's cars. You know, people have asked me, like, do you rent these? I mean, they're my cars, you know. I wouldn't have them on my driveway every morning if they weren't my cars. Some people have asked, what would you do if you woke up one morning and all your cars were taken away from you? Like, stop it. Inshallah they won't be taken, but like, why would they be taken off me, you know? Some people have asked, has your cars been repossessed? I haven't seen your orange Aventador for a while. But the thing is, you haven't seen my white Ghost for a while. You haven't seen, this Range Rover's only turned up last week. You haven't seen the white and black GTC Bentley. You haven't, there's many cars you guys haven't seen, you know, but you don't ask about them, you only ask about the ones that are there. You've got to remember, you know, not everything can fit on the driveway. Some things have to go to storage. And you know, until Pet HQ's not built, everything cannot be displayed, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for asking your questions. I mixed in some of the Twitter questions as well. Actually, no, did I? Let's check this out. Oh no, I actually missed out the Twitter questions, so I'm just going to do them real quick. Actually, okay, here we go. It's so cold out here right now, my hands are frozen. Okay, here we go. Some on Twitter asked, who was your inspiration as a child? Asked by Fizzy_so_Dizzy. What a name. My father. What is the best colour for a car? As you can probably guess, all my favourite colours are in this video right now. So black and red. Are you ever going to buy a muscle car? Which one would you buy? Shelby GZ500. What car are you looking forward to most purchasing the next? Asked by Official De Niro. The Huracan and the Roadster. Asked by Akib Ahmed. The CLS63 AMG, RS7 or BMW M6. My favourite is the CLS63 AMG. I'm Team AMG all the way. It's just got so much more character to it. Do you like Maseratis? I'm quite surprised you don't own any. No, I don't like Maseratis particularly. Got a little bit of a tongue twister there. But the Grand Cabrio is not too bad. Are you ever going to get a Bugatti? Johnny 41 Smith. Who knows? You'll just have to wait and see. And how tall are you? Asked by Desho 1997. I am 6'3". Oh, my arse is absolutely frozen. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for asking all these questions. Really do appreciate it, and hopefully we'll be doing another question and answer as long as you guys put across some interesting questions. Apologies if I've offended anyone the way I've spoken in terms of you know, saying that my private life's private. I'm sorry, but that's just how things are going to work. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Make sure you watch all the other reviews. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And yeah, just look forward to all the reviews. And I'll catch you guys soon.